We've all seen Austin Butler's acting skills and his growth as an actor, but is Austin Butler the next James Bond? Daniel Craig's exit.
I knew it was too early to promote you.
Well, I understand double O's have a very short life expectancy.
When it comes to James Bond, the first actor that pops in everyone's mind is Daniel Craig. After playing the role of James Bond for several years and bringing the role to life, we know Daniel Craig is someone who will never be forgotten. However, recently, Daniel Craig announced his exit from the James Bond franchise, and the news has left everyone confused. The question now in the minds of fans and everyone within Hollywood is who will replace Daniel Craig and do justice to the role of James Bond. Actors from all over the world want to jump on this opportunity, and while they might be sad over Daniel Craig's exit, they'll also get the chance to be the next Bond themselves. There is a chance that this confusion might not last long, and we might have the answer as to who will be the next James Bond. If we take a look at Austin Butler's career as an actor, there's no doubt that he's done some commendable work, and his recent role as Elvis Presley has really put him on the map. Before we take a closer look as to whether or not Austin Butler is the next James Bond, if you're liking our content so far, then do be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Also be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications button so you can be notified every time we post a new video, as well as be updated about how some of your favorite celebrities might be getting more and more successful. Already signed on? We know that Austin Butler has received a lot of applause for his role as Elvis Presley, but it seems like this has nothing to do with him having the chance to be the next James Bond. It was revealed that he was promised the iconic 007 role even before he landed the role of Elvis Presley. This happened several years before Austin Butler was given the role of Elvis Presley, so we can say for sure that when he was offered this role, it had nothing to do with the work he did for Elvis Presley. Ever since the release of No Time to Die in 2021, Henry Cavill, Tom Hardy, and Regé-Jean Page have had their eyes set on the iconic role of James Bond and have been competing against each other to get the role of the next James Bond. However, there's no assurance as to who will get the role of the next James Bond, and the final decision may not be known until at least next year. In addition to all these experienced actors, Austin Butler was promised years ago that he would become the next James Bond, and considering how much he has improved as an actor, we wouldn't be surprised if we do see him in the next James Bond movie. Elvis Presley. Austin Butler is now best known for his work as Elvis Presley in the Elvis Presley biopic. In addition to this, he secured a small role in Quentin Tarantino's movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. However, prior to landing these roles, Austin Butler shot a video in 2012 with Teen Vogue where he revealed that one of his biggest dreams as an actor was to become the next James Bond. At the time when the video was released, there was no news of Daniel Craig exiting from the role, but it seems like James Bond is one character whom Austin Butler has always had his heart set on. In an interview with Teen Vogue, Austin Butler talked about what made him want to be an actor, and while revealing the people and characters who had a major influence on him, he listed James Bond, the man of mystery himself. Considering that James Bond is one of the major reasons why Austin Butler became an actor, we can understand how big of an accomplishment it would be for him to actually get the role. However, it's interesting to note that up to now, there hasn't been a single American actor who's taken on the role of James Bond. Austin Butler getting this role would be exciting since he might be able to bring his own American touch to the role, but will that be a good thing, or should the director stick to shortlisting the next James Bond who is not an American? The Promise. We know many people might think that there are so many other options in the industry who are more qualified for the role of James Bond. However, it's interesting to note how much Austin Butler has grown as an actor. With his recent portrayal of Elvis Presley, Austin Butler even ended up getting nominated for an Oscar, and we all know how big of an honor that is for any actor. Therefore, there's a high chance that if Austin Butler does end up getting the role of James Bond, like he vowed to himself many years ago, he will probably do justice to the role and bring it to life. However, it'll be interesting to see what an American James Bond will be like. Previously, James Bond has been portrayed by the Scottish actor Sean Connery, Irish actor Pierce Brosnan, Australian actor George Lazenby, and British actor Daniel Craig. Well, do you think Austin Butler is the right fit for the role? Or should the baton of James Bond's role be passed on to someone who has been in the industry for a longer period of time? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below.